Good morning, everyone. Today is the spring equinox, and I've decided to celebrate today by making some foraged flower crowns and giving them as an offering back to the earth. The flowers are just starting to appear, and it's so magical and beautiful here in the springtime in Northern California on my oak woodland property. Now is a good time to celebrate the new year, as it is a time of the energy of the earth waking up. It's a much better time to focus on your growth now as opposed to in the stillness and incubation period of the winter. That is a time of rest and renewal as we recharge for the year. I think the more we can live with these cyclical seasonal changes, the more grounded and connected to the earth we will feel and be better off for it. I think this is the first year that I've fully embraced the darkness and stillness of winter, and it's felt so good. The first thing I do every morning is go let my chickens out of their coop. I only have 3 chickens right now, and I let them free range on my property, but they like to spend most of the day up underneath my house. I made this little basket a couple weeks ago with some prunings from my willow tree. It was my first basket, so I decided to start off with something tiny. I'm making the dogs scrambled eggs for breakfast this morning as a spring treat, and then after breakfast we will go out into the forest to forage some materials to make our flower crowns. I brushed Kodiak yesterday, so I took some of his fur on my walk to put in the trees for the birds making their nests. It's so cute to find little bird nests around my house full of his fur. Here I'm harvesting some wild honeysuckle to use as the base for my crown. If you are foraging, please forage responsibly and only take what is growing in abundance around you. Now I'm harvesting some vetch to finish off the base of my crown because it also grows abundantly here in the forest. I'm back home now, so I'll show you what I was able to forage in the forest and in my garden. This is the vetch, spirea, some sweet peas, honeywort, phacelia, some wild currant, wild lilac, wild honeysuckle, and some dusty miller. One trick to making your flowers sturdier is to hydrate them in the fridge overnight in a container like this, sprayed with a little bit of water. I'm going to start off my flower crown by weaving a circular base to fit around my head. I'm using the vetch and honeysuckle that I harvested, but any vine that you have will do. I have many different ways that I make flower crowns, but I chose this method today because it's fully compostable and I'm planning to give it back as an offering to the earth when I'm done. This method makes a very wild and free looking flower crown, but it's not as sturdy or durable as some of the other methods I use, and I will make a video to show you some of those in the future. Once the base is done, you can start to weave the flowers in. Just weave them in however you wish. You can also take this time to weave in your intentions for the new year, and don't forget to thank the earth for everything that she has given you. My intention for the year is to reclaim my sovereignty with my health journey. For years, I've outsourced my healing out of fear, looking for someone or something to save me, and that's been one of the biggest mistakes that I've made. I've spent the last couple of years coming home to myself, repairing my relationship with my body that I felt like had been failing me for so long, reconnecting with my intuition and reclaiming my power. This doesn't mean I won't seek support from outside myself. I will just do so from a place of discernment and trusting that my body knows what it needs, and I will stop making decisions based off of fear. Our bodies have infinite wisdom to share if we can just slow down enough to listen. I lived most of my life very disconnected from my body, and waking up to that initiated one of the biggest periods of growth that I've ever experienced. I stopped running from myself. After playing with my animals for a bit, I went to make my offerings to the trees. This is my favorite oak tree on my property. She keeps watch over my drive and she is a dear friend. Next, Jack came with me to make an offering to another one of my favorite trees here. This is an old buckeye tree up behind my house. I made one last offering to the goddess before I went to bed. Happy spring equinox, everybody.